Hey all you YouTubers out there in YouTube land, it's your VHS Collector Kyle here with another Muppet review. I'm going to be posting this tomorrow, which will be the 16th, which I promised in my last Muppet review video. This will be episodes 11 and 12 I'll be reviewing. Sorry if my voice might sound a little funny. I've had congested mucus and stuff, congested chest and all this, and I've been trying to, excuse me, taking some. I tried to do the video yesterday, but I kept coughing a lot. Could never get through it. So I'm feeling a little bit better today. So hopefully I can get this through and then I can get it up on Tuesday. Let's go ahead and get right down to the episode. Episode 11, which is called Swine Song. It's pretty much coming right from a hiatus. They had a 2-month hiatus, pretty much in between episodes 10 and 11. And this one, let me get my notes here. The TV network president comes in and says that they want to rebrand the show Up Late with Miss Piggy, so she brings in a branding guru named Pacha, which he spells his name P-I-Z-Z-A, which points out that spells pizza and everything. He goes, no, that spells Pacha and everything, but he wants to get rid of Fozzie and put a YouTuber in there and everything, and which I thought was funny. He said, I want to get a YouTuber with that can do mouth sounds and are able to do stupid stuff. And Fozzie's like, I can do mouth sounds with my mouth. And he opens his mouth and nothing comes out, and poor Fozzie's like, I'm fired, and Punch's like, that's right. Also, the network TV president or whatever, she's played by June Diane Raphael, which I've only seen her in a couple of things, so I haven't really seen like how she is, and how she does. And her name on the show is called Lucy Royce. Pacha's real name is Utakaraska Mbuntuker, and if I screwed up my name, butchered it, I'm terribly sorry, sir. He was on the Mindy Project. I was playing as her brother. I never got to see any of those episodes because I was kind of stopped after like probably the 8th or 9th episode of the Mindy Project. I liked it, but it's just I got other shows, so I cut it out. So many shows I got that I have to cut out. But they want to rebrand Up Late with Miss Piggy. They think that it's not relevant. Miss Piggy gets a little frustrated and thinks that she's not relevant and everything, and Kermit tells her, don't worry, we'll find a way to make this show relevant. We'll do it our way, we won't follow anything under Pacha. We'll just tell Key and Peele is in the episode. They had some pretty funny stuff. I wish they could have been in there a little bit longer than what they were. So yeah, Key and Peele pretty much tell Kermit and Piggy that Pacha tried to help them with rebranding their show and didn't work out, got canceled. So they end up doing the whole making mittens and stuff, since they're like they're only living in this episode is what they're saying. And real funny and everything, so. And like I said, I just wish they had more that they could have done in the episode. Also, there's the thing of that Miss Piggy went to Argentina, and she ended up bringing back a little penguin, who she named Gloria Estefan, because she said that was the only Spanish name that she could think of, or the only one left, or something. So I thought that was kind of cute. And Uncle Deadly ends up having to care for the penguin, so the penguin ends up making his life a little miserable. Poor Uncle Deadly, knowing that he's British. I see him as like a British actor, You know, he always played the villain, you know, in all these British acting movies. But yeah, he ends up taking care of the little penguin character. Pretty much the gang stays overnight. They fall asleep as they're trying to come up with new stuff for the show. And Kermit had told Piggy that he had a 5K run to go watch Denise, his girlfriend. And she ends up showing up at his work, seeing that he forgot to go. And so she gets mad at him and stuff because he's found lying next to his ex Piggy and everything, and she gets mad at him and da-da-da this, and you know, gets really upset. And he's like, you don't even know whatever a 5K run is. I just kept on stalling. I was like running, like the ground was your face. In the end, Pacha ends up getting Key and Peele a deal with Shark Tank. So Kermit loses Key and Peele for one of their numbers that they're gonna do, and so he goes and sings a song with Kermit, like one of their old classics that they used to sing or something. I'd never heard of it, so I don't know how old the song was or if they did perform back in the day. It's a cute little song. Denise ends up seeing them and thinking that, you know, that they're getting along and everything, and that he doesn't, you know. And at the end, whenever they're having a little get-together party and everything, she comes to Kermit and says, I think we need to take this slow and just kind of, you know. And so Kermit ends up kind of, in a way, losing Denise. So we'll have to see whatever happens. I mean, it was kind of hinted that this might end up happening, because, I mean, a lot of people thought that, you know, that she wasn't going to stick around. He was going to get back with Kermit or get back with Piggy and stuff. So it's a cute episode. I mean, I really did enjoy it. Alright, let's get on to the next episode, which is episode 12, and it's called A Tale, which is T-A-I-L, of Two Piggies. Alright, in this episode, pretty much the whole premise is that Piggy's tail pops out from her dress that Uncle Deadly ended up making. She's out kind of, in a way, promoting the show Up Late with Miss Piggy at a promotion for Zootopia, which is the new Disney movie coming out on March 4th. I wouldn't mind seeing it, even though I don't know if I'm going to go to theaters to see it. It still looks like a cute movie. But Uncle Deadly tells her to do some type of move, and she pops her butt out, and her little piggy tail pops out. And so she gets embarrassed and everything, and so she ends up like getting in the Esquire top magazine and stuff about her tail coming out, and it's risque. Kind of like pretty much how a lot of celebrities have mishaps where maybe a boob might show, or they might be getting out and they're not wearing any underwear or something. Well, hers is, you know. And I think everybody should be just the way they look. I mean, it shouldn't matter if, you know, I mean, it's just how they are. And I understand it's a little risque for a boob to pop out or button to come loose and bloop, you know, her peptides come out, or her butt is showing, or her, you know, she's not wearing any panties, which most of the times they need to be wearing panties, but you know, let's get back to the show. Pretty much everybody else helps out by telling Piggy that she should show her pigtail and everything, and it doesn't matter how, you know, how she looks. It's part of her. She's a pig. She's a woman. You know, it's not just. Also, she ends up doing a campaign that she's going to end up revealing her pigtail on her show, Up Late with Miss Piggy. And the network president comes in and says that she can't show her tail on late night because it's going to end up, you know, ruining her show, and she's either going to get canceled. And so Kermit comes up with an idea, so he ends up making these little pigtails and stuff, and everybody wears them to support Piggy. Also, Miss Piggy has an encounter with another pig, who, in a way, kind of almost looks like her. And I can't remember her name or anything, but she pretty much ends up telling Piggy that when she was in school that her tail popped out and everybody laughed at her and stuff and made fun of her and called her names and stuff. And when she found out that Piggy had that encounter, well, she comes to Piggy, and Piggy's like, "Oh, so-and-so, I'm sorry," and everything. And she ends up telling her, you know, she goes, "Hey, you just pretty much made me, I can't think of the word that she says, that Piggy says, as in of, she's like, inspired," you know, she goes, like, "I inspired you, you have inspired me," and everything. So that's whenever she ends up, you know, telling that she's going to show her tail on late night. They end up having Joan Jett come on of, what was their band called? Something Dolls, wasn't it? It'll flash up on the screen. As in, it's Joan Jett and the Heartbreakers. Yeah, Joan Jett and the Heartbreakers. And she sings her song, Reputation. I don't give a damn about my reputation, you know. Which I thought was a real good song that they picked for Piggy's campaign of, you know. I thought that was really cool. The second plot is with Gonzo, and that him and Camilla have broke up, or pretty much haven't been seeing each other lately. So Rizzo and Pepe think, hey, how about we try to cheer Gonzo up by telling him, hey, he should move out of his old house, since there's so much stuff in there that remind him of Camilla, into a new house. And they find out that Carl, the big mean Carl, has a sister who's a real estate seller of houses and stuff, and they end up going to her, and they end up, you know, Gonzo ends up like, this house is a little bit too pricey, but Rizzo's like, hey, what if I move in? And then Gonzo's like, oh wow, yeah, we could split the rent, you know, and Rizzo's like, well, what if, you know, he looks over at Pepe, and Pepe's like, I like it wherever I am right now, and he goes, but I like this one better, so they pretty much buy this house, and they throwing a pool party, inviting everybody out to, you know, come see their house, and have and it's really funny. There's another actor that played in 90210. He's there and stuff in the hot tub with Dr. Teeth and Rizzo, and I think it's Zoot's legs that are sticking out, even though you don't see Zoot face or his body or anything, you just see two little legs sticking out. Oh, and Floyd Pepper's also in, I can't think of his name. It's like Ian Egizer or something like that. But it's real funny whatever he says and everything, or what Dr. Teeth asks him. But in the end, Camilla does show up, and so we'll just see whatever happens in the next episode and everything, to see whatever happens if he gets back with Camilla or something. Now let's get to my funniest lines from both episodes. There are four each, 2 from the first episode 11 and 2 from episode 12. Number 1, this is pretty much Uncle Deadly and the little penguin, Gloria Estefan. And the little penguin yanks like at his beard or his little tentacle thingies that are on his chin and stuff, and it's just his delivery and his monotone, Uncle Deadly's voice, that just makes it funny, or makes me laugh out loud. He ends up saying, he goes, no, ow, don't, stop, let go, cease, desist. And in a way, it kind of reminds me of of Stewie from Family Guy whenever he's saying, Mama, Mom, Mom, Mother, you know, and all that. That's how it kind of made me think of it. Number 2, this is where Piggy's saying that she's not relevant and stuff, and she starts naming off all these like YouTube and selfie sticks and stuff like that, and Kermit says, now you're just saying stuff your niece says, you know, and I thought that was pretty funny. Just because Piggy was just naming off things that really she wouldn't really know about, knowing that she's been around since the 70s, so none of this stuff was ever around during the 70s or 80s or 90s. So, just one of those lines. These next 2 are from episodes 12, you know, which is I Told You Biggies. Number 3, which would be the first one from episode 12. They're all looking at the newspaper Squire, you know, Scooter and Carl and Chip and whoever else, I can't remember whoever else is there. And Scooter's like, look at this, look at it, you know, and Chip's like, oh wow, it looks like they printed a computer on some weird paper. And that just caught me because of knowing that, you know, people don't read newspapers anymore, hardly. A lot of people get all their information off the internet, so it was just funny hearing something that a lot of people just don't use or don't get newspapers anymore like they used to, which I thought was really cool to put it that way, you know, as in Chip saying that, you know, he's like, oh, it looks like somebody printed a computer on some weird paper. Thought that was, you know. Alright, this takes place at the party, and it's Dr. Teeth and Floyd and Zoot and Rizzo and Ian Zerke, or whatever his name is. I can't pronounce his name. Can't remember his name, really. They're all sitting in a hot tub and stuff, and Floyd looks over at him and says, are your parents okay with you being out this late on a school night? And the 90210 guy says, parents? Huh, I'm 51. I have 2 kids. And Dr. Teeth goes, babies having babies, man. You know, and I thought that was pretty funny. Just knowing that they think he's still, you know, the 90210 character and everything, knowing that really when he was playing that character, he was in his 20s, he was playing a teenager. And pretty much that whole show, that whole show, they pretty much, everybody that was in the show was actually in their 20s, were playing teenagers, you know, so it's funny to think that. Alright, that's the end of that little segment. Let's go ahead and go on to the full body segment. Now it's time for Full Body Shots segment. Alright, there weren't really any full body shots in episode 11. Well, there might have been maybe one or two, I think. The first one is of you're seeing them sleeping. You do see Floyd pretty much leaning in a chair. He's lying in a chair and stuff, and his legs are up on a desk and stuff. I understand you're not seeing his complete full body, but I can still say that, hey, you're seeing his head, you're seeing part of his body, you're seeing his legs. I still consider that close to enough to full body. I know I normally say you should be able to see their whole body in the shot, but I still consider that still a full body shot. It pans over to Fozzie sleeping on the couch, which you can barely see Fozzie because of Floyd's boot. You can see his face, but you can see him before it pans over. And you can see his legs and part of his hand and arm. But laying on top of Fozzie is Pepe, which you pretty much almost see all of Pepe's body on his tummy. So I kind of consider that part of the actual full body shot right there. In the next episode, those are pretty much A Tale of Two Piggies. We get to see a bunch of Pepe full body shot. Him lying on some carpet whenever Rizzo and Pepe or Rizzo and Gonzo are trying to figure out, or whenever they're trying to figure out what type of carpet they should put in the house. The next one is pretty much of him at the pool party, Pepe. And he's lying like on some type of bed or something that's out in the pool area with some woman, I should say, not girl, but woman. And she's kind of like, poking at him and stuff. But check out her butt. Really nice butt. The other one is you get to see Janice floating in the water. A little chair, I thought that was kind of neat. I thought that was kind of cute. There was someone else, but I can't ever see whoever it is. There's another little chair floaty and some other character, but I could never tell whoever it was. There was another shot, but every time I tried to either take a snapshot of it or at least try to take a picture of it, is of Gonzo jumping off the roof and him just being, falling from the roof. You get to see his full body, but being I can't take a good shot, it was all fuzzy, and so I pretty much didn't take that one. If somebody thinks I missed a shot, excuse me there. So, alright, that's pretty much all the full body shots of these two episodes. We'll see you next time in the full body shots segment. Alrighty, that pretty much ends this whole video. Hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed it. My thoughts are, I liked both of the episodes. The little retooling that they did of the two episodes they still kind of seem like they were in the first 10 episodes. Yeah, the actors and actresses that have been in the last one got to at least be in throughout most of the episode, and I understand these two didn't get to be in it that much. I just hope they just don't get a walk-on and that's it. I hope they at least get to do something with the characters. So, well, that pretty much ends this episode. Hope you liked it, hope you enjoyed it, hope there's some information that you either didn't notice or that you didn't see whenever you watched the episode. Hoping that you watch the episode before you watch this. I should have a new unboxing video out with some new artwork from Tony, which I'll post next Tuesday. So the 23rd of next Tuesday, I'll post a new video of the unboxing video. Hope that y'all tune in to watch it. Well, that's pretty much about it, guys. Till next time, YouTubers, this is your VHS Collector Kyle saying, frogs, bears, chickens, and things, boys and girls, women and men from all over the world. This is me saying, sayonara. Hayacho!